Going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we got breaking news that happened last night in reference to this guy right here, Trayvon Johnson, who's 22 years old. He's not in his teens. This guy right here escaped from the Tangipahoa County Jail Thursday evening. Afternoon, and was rearrested not even a full day later, which was yesterday on Friday. And he was arrested supposedly walking down the street in Amite, Louisiana, which the jail is located. Shout out Amite. And here's the story. We'll come back and talk a little bit about it in the commentary.
Breaking tonight, an escapee from the Tangipahoa Parish Jail has been caught. Trayvon Johnson was captured a short time ago in Amite. He escaped yesterday afternoon by climbing over a razor wire fence with the help of another inmate. The sheriff says 4 jail employees have been put on administrative leave. But again, new tonight, Trayvon Johnson has been found.
Well, Sulla, I was standing here as Louisiana State Troopers rode through the gates behind me, bringing Trayvon Johnson inside that facility. I can tell you as I speak, he is being rebooked, and neighbors are hoping an escape doesn't happen again. Just after 8:30 Friday night, Trayvon Johnson was escorted back into the Tangipahoa Parish Jail. Officials tell WDSU the 22-year-old who escaped Thursday afternoon was caught on Bennett Road in Amite 22 hours after his escape.
It makes you nervous. Like I do my flowers, I can't be out here in the yard. I got to keep looking up and looking around.
Thursday, Johnson was able to escape as deputies were cleaning a flooded cell. Video shows Johnson and another inmate, Trayvon Wallace, running from the facility, tossing a piece of fabric on the fence, and Johnson could be seen climbing over it.
He took advantage of a vulnerable moment and seized it.
After escaping the facility, Johnson had a huge head start as deputies and the public were unaware he was gone for several hours.
I'd also like to take a moment just to apologize to the community that this individual's out on the streets.
A timeline shows inmates flooded a toilet around 4:15. 13 minutes later, at 4:28, doors of a dorm were opened, and according to Sheriff Gerald Sticker, it took Johnson less than a minute to get out. That timeline also shows a call to the jail about Johnson's custody status was made at 9:28, exactly 5 hours after he escaped, and the public was not made aware until 11:54.
It was 6 hours for this one. You know, any excuse, 5 minutes, 6 minutes is no excuse.
As Johnson is now back in custody, people who live nearby are hoping he and others do not escape again.
Do your time, grow up, be a man or a woman, and come back out here in the real world and act like you have some type of sense that God gave you.
And tonight, along with the charges, murder charges, Johnson was already facing. He will be facing a charge for escaping. Reporting live in Tangipahoa Parish tonight, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.
Guys, that's the story. Escaped inmate out there in Louisiana court, Trayvon Johnson, age 22. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what you've seen in the timeline of how he got away and the way he got away. And I got a couple of questions that I want to address that I thought about, and I'm sure you guys thought about too. But let me show you something real fast. It says this man, now we all know this is his second escape in as many years. And he escaped one time, they put him back in the same jail. He escaped again, and what did they do? You seen them taking him back into the same jail. It makes no sense to me, but we'll get to that in a second. Look at this. Said he is awaiting trial for his alleged role in a 2022 home invasion near Hammond, Louisiana, that left 1 man dead and a child injured. Authorities say he was also one of 4 inmates who escaped from the jail May of 2024, which was last year, a year to the date. Security video was released on Friday of Johnson escaping the facility. The video shows him and another inmate identified as Trayvon Wallace at a razor wire fence. Wallace is accused of helping Johnson over the fence before he made a run for it. Wallace was found on jail property. So the other guy didn't escape. The other guy just went with him and flung him over help him scale the gate, and he ran off. Now I'm gonna tell you something. First thing is this. Flooded toilet, he used it as a diversion and got out, whether he did it or not. I'm more than sure the way that was set up, that was part of it, because it said they opened the dorm. He was in the dorm. Opened the dorm doors, I guess, to clear people out while the people went there and worked. He ran right for the gate. His boy gave him a heist. He hops over the damn gate and takes off. 12 years a slave, on the run. But he only survived less than 24 hours. Had new clothes on. They arrest him. He got the hat on his face going back into the same jail. I got an issue with that. Why would you take this guy back to the jail, same jail he escaped from twice? You sitting up here saying that, the sheriff up there, oh, we apologize to the community. And I'm more than sure you mean that. But then again, stuff like this is unforgivable after the first offense. You know what I'm saying? Makes no sense. This guy is locked up for a serious offense. Them New Orleans inmates that are getting caught, the 5 that was caught out of the 10, they not even sending them back to the same jail. They send them somebody where else. This guy ain't even convicted yet of the crime of what he was doing. The home invasion and all this other stuff that they said he did, that I said in the other video. Yet and still, they gonna put him back in the same jail where he got an advantage of getting out again. Now, they said he's from Hammond, Louisiana. I don't know how far Hammond is from Amite, but I mean, come on. Why even risk it? If it was up to me, man, I would put these people, when they do these escape things, even if they ain't in prison yet and they're waiting trial, they would be in prison somewhere, whether it's in not solitary, whether it's in protective custody or a solo cell, until they go to court, because incarceration is incarceration leading up until your trial date anyway. But I would put them in some type of maximum security to where this type of stuff don't happen. What's strange to me is, with all of this stuff going on with these inmates, all of Louisiana know about it, about that New Orleans jailbreak, you would think that protocol would go out to all these other inmate holding facilities and security be what? Tightened. Come on. Makes no sense. Anyway, less than 24 hours out, the man's caught back where, you know what I'm saying, he was at. Makes no sense to me, but he's off the street. Did you hear the lady? It's upsetting because I got to look around my shoulder when I walk outside, and nobody wants to be put in that type of fear scenario. But then again, it's the reality we have out here. Shouldn't even be scared of escape inmates, because a lot of people that are out here committing crimes right now should still be locked up and inmates. So pick your poison. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.